back to Saturday with the Boys. I'm your main boy, your host, Swifty Cheese. Today, we've got a guest star, Clackamas22, also known as Taylor. We've got the Danya as always.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Known as the Danya on YouTube. We've got your boy Victor, known as your boy Victor on YouTube. I'm stupid and thought his name was Pizza Lunchables. Lastly, we've got Sniper Guy. Yeah, so today's topic will be camping.
No, and we have Maui in a cage.
Oh yeah, we have Maui in a cage because he's in there. So today's episode will be about camping.
Camping!
Yeah, camping.
Yeah.
So I'll start off. So on my second scout camp ever, me and my friend, we were like really hyped for it, and we're like, okay, we're gonna get in the same tent. We're gonna be tent mates. And we're like, okay, so each tent at the camp, they had like their pre-owned tents. They could only have like 2 people in it. So we're like, okay, this is cool. So then this random boy, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, can I be in your tent with you guys? And we're like, no. But we didn't want to be mean, so we were like, do you think you can find someone else? And then he went to one of the leaders, and he's like, they won't let me in their tent. So he's like, just let them in your tent. Alright, so we're like, okay. The first night, we crammed 3 beds in, and there's no space in the tent. And so my friend just gives up, and he just leaves. So I'm stuck with this kid. I'll just call him Jeff, alright? So I'm stuck with Jeff for a whole freaking week, right? And the first night, he just wouldn't stop screaming. There's like bugs that would crawl into our tent, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. He'd be like this little millworm, like a tiny little millworm would crawl up on his arm, and he'd go, ah, ah, Ethan, there's a millworm. I'm like, bro, it's just go to bed, just go to sleep. And I didn't get any sleep on the first night. And then to make matters worse, the second night of camp, I'm trying to go to bed, and it's like late at night, and he was following me around. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go to bed. And he's like, okay, I'll go to bed too. And I open the tent. I go, okay, I'll be right there. He goes and opens the tent, and my entire troop just comes out screaming, and he just starts freaking out because they just scared him. They were just sitting there in our tent. And it is just so bad. So he was very afraid of bugs. And then I remember this distinctly, is for some reason he had like this gluten-free food. Or not gluten-free, it was like, it wasn't even gluten-free, it was just random food that he had, because he didn't like camp food or whatever. Which I can understand, but I would eat the camp food anyways. And he's just like, oh yeah, my mom packed me this whole cooler full of stuff. And you know what they did? They said, don't put any food in your tents, because these chipmunks, they'll come in your house.
Okay, no,
or in your
he's just
tent.
an idiot.
Yeah, he's not very smart. These chipmunks will come into your house, and they will destroy your tent. Alright, so what just happened? Okay. So he didn't listen, and he just put the food in there. Yeah.
Just look how Canadian Taylor looks. Turn around. It's like a freaking Mountie. He just looks super Canadian for some reason.
Hey, that's from Castle Crashers, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
So.
Hey, somebody knows it.
Anyways, we're out doing like merit badges and stuff. Yeah, whatever. You know, scout things. And I come back, and there's just this massive hole in our tent. And I'm like, dude, did you put food in the tent? He's like, no. And I open up the tent, and there's just wrappers everywhere. I was so mad, dude. There was wrappers everywhere, and there was a hole in my sleeping bag.
That's
like
pretty
his
much
food.
what like 2019's like. There's just rappers everywhere, and like it just gets heck of annoying.
So yeah, that was a pretty bad experience camping.
I'm gonna guard Swifty.
What about you, Victor? Let's hear your camping
Hold on, let me
experiences.
finish eating.
I don't even think Victor can go outside like legally.
I can
Oh, I got you,
outside,
Swifty. Don't worry.
It's just I'm fat.
Okay, I'll give you one actually.
Okay.
No, you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I wasn't born at the time, but my brother and like, well, I guess stepbrother. I don't know. It's a weird thing with my family. But I guess okay. My dad's son. He like lit a marshmallow on fire. He was kind of like dancing with it, kind of like one of those tiki men, you know, like in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then he starts dancing with it, and, like everybody's laughing. Then he flings it into the tent, and it catches on fire. Oh my gosh, that's a monster trout.
Oh,
That's
Um,
pretty much that.
good job.
Wait,
So,
no,
uh,
I need that. No.
What's the point of fishing when you can just
But I
keep
have a
climbing the
story now.
river and just slaughter
Alright.
fish?
Alright, so I went to the sand dunes with my grandpa.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
So, I'm camping. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
All right.
okay, so we found a huge, like, sand, like, mountain thingy.
Yeah.
And it, like, I was on the side of it, and I kind of, like, flew off somehow. I don't know how, I just started sliding off the mountain. I don't know how, it just kind of happened. And so I'm just, like, sliding on this huge mountain. And but he doesn't even notice because he's, like, smoking a cigarette or something. I'm down there, and I just look up at him, and he's like, "You okay?"
Bruh.
I'm like, "Yeah, bro."
That's a pro moment.
Yeah, that was such a bro moment.
My first time ever camping, I was at this place called Mountain Man Rendezvous. And it's just a really nice camping area. And there were some people camping with us. And I was in my little one-man tent, just chilling.
Swifty die?
And it was like 3 a.m. And I just hear, "Hey, you awake?" Like in an Owen Wilson voice.
Wow.
He's like, "Hey, are you awake?" I'm like,
Like a Taylor Ellison voice.
yeah, Taylor, can you say that for me? Can you say, "Hey, are you awake?"
Hey, are you awake?
Perfect. So, basically I heard that. And I was like, well, that's interesting. And I go, "Matt, can you not, please?" It's annoying, because in the podcast,
talking
all you
about.
can hear is just... Anyways,
Pretty accurate, actually.
so, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm awake," and he's like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And he just started unzipping my tent. I was just freaking
Oh, I
out.
thought you were gonna say it starts unzipping my pants.
No. I'm like, "Bro, go away, bro.
Ethan, I'm at
And
one
he's
heart.
Blah.
You
And
should have told him, "No, I'm not awake."
he's like, "Alright," he's like, "Fine, bro, I'll go away." And he zips it up, and he just goes back in his tent, and it's true. And so
What?
for the entire night, he and his buddies in his tent were just yelling at me in my little one-man tent, just the entire time, yelling at me like we were having just conversations just about life, man. It was whack. It was great.
In the tents?
In the tents,
Swifty,
just
come,
like
come hit one of the alpacas.
no.
Oh, that's Swifty.
I'm gonna
So,
go, ow.
Clack, you tell a story now.
Yeah, Taylor, story time.
I don't really know any stories of me camping.
I'm super confused. How did our pet get out of the cage, and why is Danya in there? What? Guys, don't come back to camp. He escaped the tent and things are going down.
I guess we can move on to our second topic now. Cause camping, I guess.
Maniacs in the forest.
No. Wait, I actually have a story about that.
Okay.
About what?
Wait, so I guess this is camping
Wait,
related
about
because
what?
Maniacs in the Forest.
Okay.
So
It's not random.
I was just chilling.
God.
no, I legit. This sounds like I'm making it up. and you can take it with a grain of salt if you'd like, but this happened. I was camping with my dad. It was like a father-son camp-out event,
Ha. Family.
and we were just chilling at the campfire, and then this naked dude just ran past us. I'm not.
It's
That's
gonna be
it?
like Victor
That's
when
it.
he's older.
That's
He's
it.
just gonna be
That's
a
all.
weird-ass, like,
He
Yeah,
just
it
ran.
was
He
Victor then.
just ran away. That's all he did. He
I
just
remember
came
one
up.
time I was.
Go ahead.
One time I was with this other family at a beach. We just ran into each other at a
Wait,
beach.
was it
like,
just a random
instant.
family?
Yeah, just a random family. We
Why?
ran into each other at this beach. I don't know. Okay, I can have things that don't need explanations.
Like a new
Okay.
random family?
Yeah, like we were just hanging out and we were like, oh, their daughter was hot. So, anyways, like we were just chilling with this random family. Then we just see this guy just out of nowhere walk up with his penis just hanging out, like, and it was just flopping. And I'm like, no way, that guy's not naked. He's just wearing some really skinny shorts. And then I see a lady walk out with just her bare ass, and I'm like, oh nope, we're at a nude beach. And then the family next to me is like, oh shit, I mean, oh crap, we need to go. And then we
Well-
all just kind of left there, and we kind of just. Their daughter was hot, and I never got to see her again, so I'm upset.
I'm stuck inside of a cage.
All right, so we've all
This is a
had
great
those
segue.
experiences. Yes, this is a great segue with maniacs. Oh,
Oh,
Ah.
oh.
okay.
Mistakes were made, and I apologize.
Well,
Okay.
Taylor, I kind of have the striking feeling that you've had experience with crazy people.
He was a crazy
my family.
person.
All right, well, let's hear about it.
Kitty cat.
Oh,
Where are
There's a
we?
kitty cat. There's a
I
kitty
don't like
cat.
take. It would take me a little bit to actually think of one.
gosh dang
Man,
it,
why
man.
is Bone Maui? Okay, 1 second. Can we just point out the fact that Bone bought, like, the Maui skin? Okay, like, he bought that pack. He bought that pack. Okay,
It's me, Maui. All right,
the
so
only reason I'd buy that pack is just for the chicken. He's just kind of insane.
I guess our second topic will be crazy people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. Stop talking about his crevice. All right, so
I found
Okay,
it.
I have a story.
all right,
Alright, wait, no, I have to think about it. Someone
Okay.
else start.
Wait, no.
Danya,
I'm scared.
you've been pretty silent. What do you got?
He
I
always
was
just
stuck
silent.
inside of a cage.
Like, he's kind of like a ninja, not just because he's black.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm trying to find a
Stuck
village and I
inside of a
can't find one.
cage.
stop punching me, Maui. Thank you. All right.
Good thing you don't have HUD turned on.
So Danya,
Maui.
what's your experiences with crazy people? I know you have some.
Alright, I gotta ask you a thing about this.
I have mine.
Why does everyone gotta think about this?
I have mine!
Okay, Victor.
Because we
Alright.
multiple ones.
Alright, so. Okay, so I was with my mom.
Blah blah blah. I can't hear you. My epicness is too
I
loud.
was with my mom, my sister, and my Thea at a store. Like,
My Tia or Thea?
Thea?
I like aunt in Chinese.
No, okay. Okay, so we were at the store, and my mom was pregnant, and my Thea was pregnant. So,
Wasn't she like
Okay, so
16?
no. Okay. So we were at the store, and this pregnant lady walks in. She's huge.
But not your Tia.
No, a random pregnant lady. She walks in. She has her dog in her hand. It's like a little annoying chihuahua. So the lady walks up, not to us.
Oh.
No, okay. So we're just going around, and the lady stands next to us. And my sister tries to pet the dog, and the dog tries to bite her. So my Thea gets really mad, and then she tries to fight the pregnant lady. No, she just tries to talk to the pregnant lady. And then the pregnant lady, she goes up to her. She's like, "You want to take this outside? Cause we can take this outside."
Well, you know what
And
they
then-
say about pregnant women fighting? It's two babies and little mechs fighting.
Oh
like,
my
two-
god. Dude, I just
What they
imagine like
say.
two divas just fighting each other like, I'm going to win! Just inside the womb.
Ew.
Well, they
Ew.
sure did win.
Wait, what is ultimate like self-destruct when the baby leaves, like when birth happens?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's their awakening.
Where am I? One
And
sec,
then
I
they
was in
get-
a cage, now I'm inside a mansion.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna watch this mansion burn.
Can you just let me build my house? I've been trying to do this
No,
for like
you're
the
gonna watch the mansion burn.
I don't
with
want
us.
to.
Please,
You are gonna
someone help
watch it.
Okay,
Can I be
Please
in
help
it?
me. Maui is trying to kill me.
so
What are you
Taylor,
trying
what
to
have you?
do?
We need a story from you, man. You know what? At this point, any story,
Okay.
any story.
Okay, well, I could technically say I've been in a place full of crazy people because I went to a Slayer concert,
Oh my
and
gosh.
before they even started playing anything, they just pull out a horn, just
Sounds like Helm's Deep.
release the Slayer fans, and then you just
Oh, gosh.
see a giant mob of people running to front of the stage.
It kind of just looked like just people from hell crawling out of the depths
Yeah,
of hell.
basically.
Like they're just crawling out of sewers.
No, more like the extras from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh. Just Helm's Deep. Literally Helm's Deep.
Yeah. So yeah, that story of crazy people for me.
I'm watching the forest.
Oh, yeah,
burn, and I
I
can
forgot
honestly
to
see
say-
why people like to do this in real life.
So the reason that this podcast episode is so delayed, I should have said this at the beginning, is because I had my wisdom teeth
Oh,
out
yeah.
and I was recovering, and also people weren't on. But mainly, I'm gonna just go with the wisdom teeth excuse. I'm not lazy, I swear.
It's just
sure.
when people like us.
Yeah,
will-
okay,
Tell them
buddy.
that we're recording 4 episodes. in, like,
Yes,
a day.
yes. So I'm gonna be absent. I'm gonna be gone for about
Like a
3
year.
weeks. So a lot of the episodes
Oh,
that'll
that's
be
all.
uploaded in the next couple weeks will be pre-recorded, but that doesn't mean they're not good.
So comment and wait for responses.
Yes, I will be on YouTube though. So, you know, if you have any comments, questions, if you
Because
want to
he
be,
has no life.
yes, exactly. You know what? You
That
know
is
what's a good
funny.
story? You know, let's talk about the dentist. Let's talk about the dentist.
Oh gosh,
Isn't
no.
that what
Let's
you want
talk-
to do with your life?
Yes, I actually want to be a dentist. I know. Woohoo.
Maui,
One
no.
Nerd.
I don't
Scared.
think so.
No, Maui.
So,
No.
I guess I can start off with that, and then I want Danya. Do you have any dental experiences? Like,
Yes.
okay. So, I guess I'll just talk about my
Like-
wisdom teeth. So I just got my wisdom teeth out. Shoot, Wednesday, I think. Pretty sure it was Wednesday.
Wait, can I tell a story about how you were drugged?
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
So the night before my surgery, I was on like this drug. It's like a hallucinogen. Can't remember its name, but it
Shrooms,
made me
bro.
basically.
Ecstasy.
No, it wasn't
No.
ecstasy. No, it wasn't
No, it was
anything
not
like that.
ecstasy. They would not feed their patients ecstasy.
So I was
pretty
the
sure
night
they'd be out of
before
business.
I had one of these pills, and I was on Instagram in my group chat. I'll put my Instagram down there. You know, you should hit it up. You know. Anyways,
Lame.
shut
Get
up.
out of here with the plugs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
So I was on this pill the night before, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed before this
Yeah.
takes effect.
Mhm.
45 minutes later, I get on my phone, and I don't remember any of this. This is just account.
Okay,
You know what?
can I
Victor can
start
tell it. Yeah,
explaining now?
Victor, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was just playing
Turn on
Minecraft
fly, Taylor.
with my
Turn on
friends,
fly.
and then I get a message on my phone
Okay.
from Swifty, and it's just like, you know that JonTron video where he gets hit by a brick?
Watch the forest burn with me.
The flex
It's-
tape
it's
video.
that-
I love that video.
It's that,
Oh,
but
shoot.
instead of that, it's in Minecraft. So that's what he first sent me. And I'm like, Swifty, because he told me he was gonna be high tonight. I was like, Swifty, are you on pill? And I don't remember what he said. And let me go read the messages actually.
Oh,
So,
no.
let's see.
I believe in all you.
I am the
watching the
purple
forest burn up here.
samurai. You all
Anybody
shall
want to
fall
watch the
before
forest
me.
burn with me?
Oh,
Oh wait, I'm stuck inside of a cage. Okay. That's
Wait,
what's
I
up.
can't find it now.
Okay, Victor. So basically,
Oh, I found it, I found it.
okay, dramatic reading
Okay,
time.
so, he sent me that, he sent me the JonTron, and he says, I am RN am on drug. Then tomorrow I can take more drug. I am going to forget whole canve lol. And then he sent me a video about like, I don't remember what it was. And then, so, oh wait, I have a video of all the videos he sent.
Here.
So
Here, don't
he
tell
started. So
Matt, can I
after
have
his
a
surgery. So
Oh, gosh.
after his surgery,
Sweetie.
he had to take 3 more of those pills.
Yeah.
So he got on his phone, and he texted us a picture of a little squishy milk carton, and he says, "This is my new best friend." And
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and the night before all those messages, I was basically like, "Oh, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Donate to the USO."
Yeah.
The only thing funny
guys
about
are
that is
awesome.
he doesn't have any friends.
I know.
Oof.
So-
Dang.
I guess back to what my side is. So I get to the dentist in the morning, and he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna give you these drugs,
You high, girl.
and you're gonna go to sleep." And I was like, "All right." So he gives
I'm
me
gonna sweep.
3 of those drugs, and I was like that after one of them, sending messages to those group chats and all that.
Mac, I might have dropped that thing that you gave me earlier.
And I
I
take
dropped
these
mine
3 and like a steroid or something for pain, and he's like, "Bro, okay, you go to sleep. Don't try to fight the drugs. Just go to bed." I was like, "All right, I'll go to sleep." So
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I was trying to sleep, and then 35, maybe 40 minutes later, Dennis comes back in, and he's like, "Dude, you're still awake? Seriously?" He's like, he puts in like the numbing shot. I think it's like Novocaine or
He's
something.
like, I'm not fighting it, man.
I can't remember.
Slowly.
And he's like, "Okay, dude, seriously, try and go to sleep, man." I was like, "All right, that's cool." And so the hygienist came in. She took my blood because she did this thing. Basically, she had to take. That's the only part that was painful for me, was getting my blood drawn. I'll explain why in a minute. And then
no, you won't.
she leaves. And then another couple minutes pass for the numbing shot to work. And then they just come in and just start doing it. You know? That sounded weird. They just go.
Let me start doing
They,
it.
they
Okay,
go to
it
town.
didn't
Swifty.
sound weird.
What?
They go to town.
They go to town.
They go to town on Swifty's passed out body.
Oh my gosh.
You
Alright,
brought it
so-
up. I wasn't gonna be dirty.
So, they did the procedure and they're like talking to me throughout the entire thing, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, that's cool." And then, like, the reason they took my blood is so they could spin it and put like this clump of white blood cells into my you know, the sockets where they take the teeth out, so it heals better. And so they did that, and she showed me that, and I'm like, "Oh, bro, that's cool." And then the thing, so the drugs were supposed to make me black out, like during the thing, and not remember anything.
No, Danya's black.
And
Agreed.
the last thing I remember is I was all done, and I was getting wheeled to the front, and I just got in my car and I blacked out. And I asked my mom what happened afterwards, and she basically told me that I was just clenching onto the wisdom teeth that were taken out, and like in a
I just
bag.
imagined him clenching his butt cheeks. It's like. How
Alright,
would your
alright.
mom know that though?
Ew.
How would your mom know that though?
All right, I've talked a lot this episode. Danya.
Alright,
I
so
found a-
one, I'm
I
stuck
found
in a
your
jail,
host with
so that's great. But anyway,
I found a hoe.
okay, so my dentist story.
Yourself.
So I had to get crowns on my teeth. I forgot why. I think craters and stuff. And it
Oof.
was hard for me to get teeth and all
Swifty, don't move.
brushed and all that.
Okay.
So I went
move.
in, and they put the numbing juices in the meal.
Swifty, don't move.
That felt so
Juice
bad.
numbs.
Swifty, don't move, okay?
Anyways,
Dang it,
they
Swifty.
numbed my mouth like. They had to tell me not to chew, but I was so curious. I kept moving my mouth, and I was biting my tongue the entire time. I
Ugh.
was actually starting to bite my cheek off, and I didn't know. They told
Good
me
job.
to stop, and then they started going on my teeth. So they started drilling into it. I still felt it. I cannot describe how it felt. It felt like I don't know, like someone just stabbed
Like-
you.
Like,
And then they was just
No,
they
no.
were just moving the knife around. Like I wanted to punch him so
No.
bad. Like I'm trying to stay calm because I'm not trying to like make them like mad or anything. Because I wanted to punch them in the face if I actually reacted. But I was like, no, my mom works here. I can't just sit here and start punching.
Well, you
her
could have just said,
boss.
Mom, it didn't work. I can feel everything.
Dude, I don't think like that. I am Danye. Danye does not think.
I thought you said you're dying.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I'm sorry.
I
Oh,
mean, I
jeez.
am dying.
Same though.
Alright, I'm running out of salmon in this cage, man.
I'm just burning the entire forest, so.
Alright, well, what about you, Taylor?
Same.
Dentist?
Yeah.
I never really had to go to the dentist.
I have a story.
I haven't been there in like 2 years, so.
Yeah.
I mean, like 8, I meant 10 years because I haven't gone.
That's
Yeah,
not
I know.
There's
long
a
time.
skeleton.
Well, I don't have any cavities, I know that.
I mean,
And also, I only slightly need braces because I have a little bit of an overbite. But
that's not a dentist
Other
thing.
than
though.
that-
That's orthodontic.
Yeah.
I mean, I still
yeah,
have more.
I only need like Invisalign for like a couple months and I'll be fine.
Here, we'll go to Victor's story and then we'll swing back to you, Donnie.
Yay.
My teeth are
Alright,
actually
so-
pretty straight though.
I was like 7, right? So I had a baby tooth still, and then my adult tooth grew in. So I had 2 teeth in the same like hole socket.
Ooh.
There's no sharks here.
So like there was like they're like, oh no, we gotta take that tooth out. So like all I remember going to the dentist. I was really sad because like, oh, this is gonna suck butt cheeks.
We're gonna go Disneyland,
So-
Victor.
No.
Why don't we like
I'm not
record this
going
on like
to do
Tetris 99? That'd be awesome.
Okay, so we got there, and they told me that my mom couldn't go in the room with me for some reason. And no, so first they gave me like this like Kool-Aid mixed with like a bunch of drugs to make me black out.
They
So I drank that. It like okay, so you know the medicine.
Don't drink the
cup and how
Kool-Aid,
you take-
Victor.
you-
Oh yeah.
Right, so you know that
What the hell, a
like
bunch of
the
people, like, died
Pepto-Bismol bottle,
from
and
really
how
Yeah.
on the top it's like a cup.
Yeah.
So they gave me one of those cups with like a bunch of drugs and Kool-Aid, and it was actually really good. So I drank it, and I was like, oh, this is some Kool-Aid. And so all I remember is like
Here,
my
come with
mom
me.
saying that she can't come in the room with me, and then I started crying because I was sad. And then my mom told me while they were giving me the surgery, I kept asking them to scratch my butt and my nose. So
I see you've
I have
got
a
your
funny story
priorities,
about my
man.
18-year-old sister.
Both
Well, she
preferably
was
by the
18.
same finger.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Bone, what are
No.
you?
When my sister was 8, like 19, 18, 17, we were like at the doctor getting our shots. It has nothing to do with dentist, but who cares? Like we were getting shots at the doctor. Me being a little kid, I was very like influenceable, and I was just like, oh, it's not gonna hurt that bad. Then I see like my 18-year-old sister get up and run away from the table because she's scared of a little needle, and she starts screaming and bawling, and just starts running away from my parents like, no, no.
Oh, dude.
And then I, like me being a little kid, I'm like, shit.
Well, okay, I can kind of relate. My sister, little sister, is afraid of shots. Like she has
Taylor,
like this.
don't worry, I'll give it back to you.
She's afraid of a lot of stuff. Let me just say that. And
Taylor, I'll give
that's.
it back to you.
I guess that's not a bad thing, but she was afraid of every time we go to the doctor. Like we just recently went to the doctor, just kind of because we've just recently moved for like a meet and greet, and the entire time she's like, "You know, get a shot. I don't want a shot," and she just
You
has.
went
This,
to the
You
doctor
made her
to
sound
meet
like a
people?
retard.
it's like to meet your doctor.
Because she is.
It's not like the
What?
actual appointment.
The only time I get to meet my doctor is when I'm in the ER because I stabbed my leg.
Oh yeah. Max stabbed his leg. I can't remember. Weren't you like trying to unsheath a knife and you stabbed yourself?
Yeah, that knife,
Yeah.
like, it's like a heavy doodle.
Heavy doodle.
That I cut myself with my own
Heavy doodle
katana.
survival knife, and it like has these two little like things that latch into it so it doesn't fall out. And I was trying to resist it so like it wouldn't like slice my other leg. But what happened is I cut into my other like leg like a good inch and a half maybe,
Oh, dude.
and then I had to get 5 stitches. It didn't hurt really that actually at all. It really didn't.
So
But
what happened was me, Sniper, and Clack were playing Destiny.
oh yeah.
He got all excited because he got his knife, and all I hear is, I don't remember. No, he said, "I'll be right back." No,
I'll
he
be
said,
back, guys.
No, okay.
Uh,
So he said he
like
he
I was
comes
probably
back
like,
and he
oh
goes,
crap, I'll be right
"Guys,
back.
I'll be back. I just stabbed my leg." And then for like
No, he didn't even
5,
say
6
that.
hours.
I didn't say I stabbed my leg. I just said, oh crap, guys, I'll be back.
I'll be back, guys.
And he was
then
just
gone
gone for
for
5
6
or 6 hours, and he was still on Destiny. And then he got back. He's like, "Yeah, so I had to get 5 stitches because I stabbed myself in the leg."
Well, I kind of have something related to that. Is not me, but I was playing
Taylor, you
some
can switch
night
it back.
games
Do
with
it, switch
some
it
of my
back.
friends, right? And
Yeah.
my friend Chandler brought his brother Andrew, and so
Chandler.
Yeah.
we were playing like freeze tag or something. I can't even remember what it was, and
Oh yeah.
we were just kind of we're playing the game, and this girl, her name's Jolynn, she was like trying not to
hot?
get tagged, and she juked the crap out of his little brother, and he fell on a
Slammed his
bush.
head into a golf
No, he
table.
fell into a bush, and he fell hard, dude. A stick went into his leg and took a chunk out of it. It like slid out a good chunk out of his leg, and
Did she at least play basketball or something?
he had to go. Obviously, the ER, and they had to like. My Chandler told me that they had to like clean it out and put like alcohol. And the way they took it is they took some skin from inside of the wound to cover up the front part of it and stitch it up.
No, sometimes they do that from the butt cheek. Not even joking.
Yeah, that my grandpa
Oh,
had that
that's-
happened.
That's not what they did to him. But yeah,
How would
so
you
that
know?
happened. I love how we're
I feel
beating
like
up this
Swifty's
log.
bigger brother, and we're just ganging up on Alpaca. Hey,
Alright, well, that's all the time we have. Thanks for watching,
kiss rock
guys.
bottom. This can't get any worse. Rock bottom.
Yeah,
shoulder
Thank
for
bottom.
you.
watching. Goodbye.
Thanks, Taylor, for being our guest star today.
Can I get a thank you?
Thanks for the
But you're
regular
always here.
people who are always here.
Okay.
Thanks for
Hey,
Bone
Swifty,
for
you wanna
being
go see the
our
creation I made?
caged guy.
Yeah, Maui.
Shout out to
No,
Maui.
I'm different now. I'm Chad.
every person's channel will be in the description. Go check them out.
Yeah,
Don't-
better be.
No.
And also,
No.
um,
No.
I'm not putting my Instagram down there. That was a
Don't
joke.
wear your seatbelt,
But
'cause
I
you
will
look
be
like
putting-
James.
I will be putting my Discord down there. Feel free to join or don't. Cause
Don't
nobody really
join.
does.
Join the Thought Slayer community and
Put
slay
my
some
And then-
thoughts
my
like
Discord's
real men.
better than-
So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been episode 2
Join the
of the
Minecraft
podcast.
cult.
No, shut up.
Don't join the Minecraft
Alright.
cult.
Alright.
Thanks for watching. See you
Goodbye.
guys in the next
Alright,
episode.
goodbye.